Alrighty, welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. Last time, for the recap, let's say that, this whole shonen battle shenanigans went to a conclusion, and, not only George and Jessica died, the rest of the group got killed off as well. That were with the two servants that were remaining. It's pretty unfortunate. Battler having to hear the very last words from Jessica, Kiri, and now Battler's dealing with a phone call with Beatrice. That's it right now. Ooh boy. It's gonna be crazy. Anyway, let's continue. Kinzo and Beatrice sat facing each other over the chessboard on the reception table. There was expensive cheese and snacks to go with drinks, and there were several empty wine bottles lined up. As Beatrice rolled around on the sofa in an unseemly way, she happily held a wine glass in one hand, and was probably completely drunk. Oh, I didn't know witches can go drunk. Interesting.
今日は最高にご機嫌だから大サービスだ。おいおい銀座、こんな年代物の寄付ワインなんか飾ってんだよ。1947年ものかよ。今日開けなくていつ開けるつもりだ？それを浴びせっこして遊ぼうぜ。空き瓶で殴りっこもしよう。
それは愉快だ。浮かれすぎであるぞ。羽目の外しすぎだ。
金蔵だって。わらわに再会できて嬉しいだろう。シャバだ、うつしおだ。わらわの肉体万歳。
お前、さっきから何を騒いでるんだ。お前がベアトリーチェだとでも言うのかよ。
Maybe.
Yes!
Yes, I am.
金蔵の13人殺しの儀式のおかげでようやくわらわは復活したぞ。口があるといい。こうしてそなたと話せることのなんと楽しいことか。そういえばお前とはあれだけ何度も憎まれ口を叩き合ってきたのに、こうしてゲーム中に盤上で会話をしたのは初めてだな。何やらとても新鮮だ。お、今のポンって音聞こえたか？あいつ開けたぞ。マジでバカたっけえ秘蔵ワインを開けやがった。いくらするか知ってるか？10キロのインゴット丸々と同じくらいするんだぜ。
Is this like the most? What is like? Is this like the most expensive ass champagne?
ふざけるな。何がベアトリーチェだ。 黄金の魔女だと？いい加減にしろ！どこにいやがれ！
Where have I heard this? Am I hearing the same recycled dialogue?
そこにクソジジイも一緒にいるのか！
You know, the whole cut the crap, Beatrice, golden witch, all that.
てめえらまとめてぶっ飛ばしてやら！今どこにいやがるんだ！答えやれ！
なんだ、わらわに会いたいのか？モテる女はつれえや。でもよ、金蔵がいるときに口説くのはよせよ。こいつマジで焼くから立ち悪いぜ。金蔵のいない二人っきりの時ならこっそり内緒で愛してやるからよ。
イカれてやがるぜ。
金蔵、気が変わった。マリアのテストにわらわは行かない。そなたが行け。
なんと気まぐれな。ではお前がバトラをテストするというのか？
いいだろう。あいつさ、お前の若い時に似てるからさ、キュンときちゃうんだよ。安心しろよ、浮気なんかしないって。あいつと二人っきりになるのは今だけ。わらわはいつだってお前と二人きりだろう。だがもうわらわを四六時中束縛するのは勘弁しろよ。
Oh, kinky.
そういうわけだ、バトラー。そなたのテストはわらわ、黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェが自ら執り行ってやろう。場所はそうだ。この屋敷の正面玄関にて。バトラー、次期当主のテストマジで頑張ってくれよ。どうせ金蔵なんてすぐに寿命でぽっくりいっちまう。バトラが次期当主になってくれりゃ、お前がこの島のすべての新しい主だ。お前、わらわを独り占めにさせてもいいんだぜ。金蔵の深みさ、わらわを支配しておくれよ。
屋敷の玄関だな。上等だ。このクソったらない酔っ払いめ。俺がてめえの酔いを覚ましてやるぜ。迎え酒には俺の熱いパンチをくれてやる。首を洗って待ってやがら。
Battler impulsively slammed the receiver down. There was no need to talk through it anymore. I'll meet her face to face and settle this. Well then. I took the spear I made from the hat stand and went outside without even an umbrella. It's hard to imagine that the young woman calling herself Beatrice is waiting for me alone. I should probably assume that, as Golda's son and Rest said, she'll be waiting with supporting troops. Going alone would be too reckless.
久保田さん、熊沢さん、俺だ、バトルだ。
I headed for the gardening storehouse first. I need all the help I can get. Goda-san is big, so I can probably count on him for some firepower. Kumasawa's knowledge and familiarity to reign as a senior servant might become a huge weapon. Both of them have master keys and they know more about the mansion than I do. They'll be pretty reliable allies. As I banged on the shutter and called out for them to open it, I remembered that there was nothing they could do from the inside. I would have to get the key back from them before opening the door. Oh boy. I rounded the corner, knocked on the small latticed window there, and opened it.
久保田さん、熊沢のばあちゃん、バトラだ。おい、起きろって。お。
Uh-oh. The scene in the shed, lit by a dim light bulb, was very strange.
久保田さん。
What happened?
熊沢さん。
What? From a low ceiling beam hung two thick ropes, and at the ends, Goda-san and Kumasawa-san were hanging by their necks. It was dim and cramped because of the various pieces of equipment strewn about, so I couldn't make out the situation clearly. What? They hung themselves? What the fuck? Couldn't make out the situation clearly. But when they showed not even a tremor after I called out to them, and because of the way the loops around their necks seemed to carry the full weight of their bodies, I could sense no trace of life in them.
そんな嘘だろ。どうして。
The shutter was still closed, and there was only a single key, which had supposedly been given to Goda-san. So how had the culprit opened the shutter and killed both of them inside? No, wait, they weren't necessarily killed. If this is a suicide, that way, this closed room makes sense. But I don't know why they would hang themselves and commit suicide. Feebly, I slumped down on the spot. Now, the only humans alive on this island are me, Maria, and that damn Jesus. No, there's also that insane woman calling herself Beatrice. There's Maria, who had acted like the witch's ally from the beginning. And that Jesus, the ringleader who revived the witch. And the witch herself. What the hell? By now, I might as well be the only one on this island. Using my pole as a cane, I feebly rose. Damn, I can't do it like this. I've got to avenge everyone.
しかしこうなっちゃダメだ。ダメだぜ。全然ダメだ。しかし
Might as well cry while I can, so that my frail emotions will be squeezed out with my tears. Then, I straightened up and gazed into the darkness in the direction of the mansion. At the entrance to the mansion, the witch is waiting. I'll go and settle this. I'll find the source of this weird, insane night and crush her with my own hands. Amidst the pouring rain, I walked through the rose garden without an umbrella, letting myself get soaked. I could see the arbor on the other side. According to Jessica, it seemed that George Aniki had also been killed. Well, by this point, there's no need to worry about the lives of any hostages. I left the path, aiming for the arbor. Then, I saw George Aniki's weather-beaten corpse.
兄貴畜生
Damn. Oh, look at that. Beaten pitifully. The corpse was in front of the arbor. If he had died under the arbor, he might have at least been sparred being beaten down upon by the rain. In Aniki's forehead was a gaping hole, as though he'd been shot with a gun. Perhaps because the rain had washed everything away, his face wasn't covered with blood, so he looked almost like he was sleeping. However, his clothes were stained a deep red, and there were still signs that a large amount of blood had flowed out. How happy I'd be if he were sleeping, or else pretending to be dead. But even though the rain sprayed against Aniki's eyes, they remained open, and the hole in his forehead was no joke, but absolutely real. There had been a faint chance that even Goda-san and Kumasawa-san, hanging by their necks in the garden shed, had been them playing a bad joke. But that naive possibility had now been completely denied. And as I looked at this corpse, I became completely sure. Just as Goda-san had once said, the enemy had come to take lives like pieces on a chessboard.
ああ間違いないクソジジイと魔女が俺たちの命なんてね本当にその程度にしか思ってないらしい
That damn witch said something over the phone. Something about us being on the game board.
上等だぜそうかよこいつはゲームのつもりかよ
A twisted game, and maybe a bit of a meme.
あらお前らがみんなをゲームみたいに殺したように俺がお前らをゲームのように殺してもいいわけだよな首を洗ってやがれベアトリーチェ
The lightning caused the mansion's vast shadow to rise up. Finally, the mansion. As the massive shape came into view, there was no silhouette of any person. It seemed that there weren't any underlings waiting for me in a pack, or anything like that. According to Kairi-san, there were massive amounts of attendants with goat heads. At least for now, I couldn't sense a large group of them hiding and staring at me. What's this? Beneath the roof of the entrance, there's something set down.
なんだよこれは箱か
A box. It looked like the kind of small box that girls often keep trinkets in. Or maybe it was the same kind of extravagant cigar case you find in a reception room. Either way, it didn't look like something that should be here. It clearly looked as though I was being told to open it. But for some reason, opening something being offered to me was irritating. However, it didn't look like we'd get anywhere if I didn't open it. Could it be that it's set up as some trap to make it explode when opened? Thinking things like that, forgetting even to come under the overhang, I continued to glare at the box, still beaten down upon by the rain. Then, mixed in with the thunder was some kind of music? It sounded like that. It was the tone of the big clock in the hall announcing 2400. Yep. Cause of the tragedy. Saturday, October 4th, 1986. It was 2347. Close to midnight. 2400. It was also a sound announcing that this insane day, October 4th, had finally ended. and that the much more incredibly insane day of October 5th had begun. That sounded that sound quieted, and I could hear an eerie laugh coming out of nowhere. I kept a feeling that the voice was coming from the heavens, and I looked up at the sky. What I saw there was a woman I'd never seen before. No, it's not true that I never saw her before. I saw her once today. Yes, in a portrait inside the mansion. The clothes were different, but that face was just like the witch of the portrait. Ah, who am I kidding? I already know who this person is.
てめえがベアトリーチェか。
やっほーいバートラー
Oh, look at Beatrice, holding an umbrella while Balor's in the rain. Ain't that something? From the second floor balcony, leaning out under an umbrella and waving high-spiritedly, was without a doubt the witch of the portrait, Beatrice. Was the plan from the boss to take a bird's-eye view and let the goat underlings torture me to death? I adjusted my grip on the spear, and, imagining goats creeping out of the nearby shadows in the entrance and surrounding me, I raised my guard in all directions.
安心しろよ。ここにはわらわとお前以外の誰もいねえぜ。
That's so.
ヤギの家具どももいなければ、悪魔の執事もお師匠様も、我が親友の悪魔もいない。
Huh. So it's a 1v1.
そして、我が肉体の蘇生を手伝う黄金の長たちもいなければ、魔法陣もない。召喚者の立ち会いもない。その意味が、そなたにわかるかな？
No.
さっぱりだぜ。寝言言ってろ。
そなたとは確かにこの世界でも何度か会えてはきたのだ。まるですれ違うかのようにな。知っての通り、この人間どもの世界はただ貴様らが存在しわらわを疑うだけで、それは膨大な毒素となる。
Humans filled with a toxin.
まるでそなたというキングに対して守りを固める堅牢な城壁のようよ。それをわらわは何度もゲームを重ね、駒を一つずつ進め、切り崩し追い込み、じわじわとそなたの城壁を切り崩していった。そしてようやくわずかの隙間を開き、そこからわらわはビショップを送り込み、そなたのすぐ近くに近づけるようになった。しかし知ってのとおり、ビショップは死角のある駒だ。
True.
黒のビショップはそなたが黒きマスにとどまる限り絶大な影響力を発揮するが、そなたがひょいと白きマスに一歩逃れれば、わらわはそなたの隣に接することはできても接触することはかなわぬのだ。だからわらわはそなたが白きマスにとどまれぬようさまざまな駒を送り込む。そなたの隣の黒きマスを支配するわらわの前に弾き出されるようにゲームを進めてきたのだ。しかし今やそなたの城壁はぽっかりと穴を開け、わらわはビショップではなくとうとうクイーンを送り込むことができた。クイーンがどういう駒か 知っているか？
飛車プラス角だろ。
A rook and bishop.
言いてえことはこうかよ。今やお前は黒い魔女幻想のマスだけでなく白い人間世界のマスにまで自由に侵食できるようになったと。
I mean, the queen pieces like can do like move horizontally and I mean both straight line and diagonal. So yeah, that's one common definition of it.
その通り。
Well,
そなたはわらわの眷属である黄金の蝶たちが存在するマスのことを魔女幻想と呼び、観測者なき非現実と仮定して否定してきたのだろう。知っておるぞ。だからこそわらわはこうしてとうとう白きマスへ降臨した。安心しろよ。黄金の蝶もヤギたちも悪魔も魔女も後でいっぱい呼んでやるぜ。そなたが望むならわらわの黄金鏡へ招待してやる。そこで何でも願いを叶えてやろうぞ。
どうやらこの島のチェス盤はインク壺でもぶっかけちまったみたいだな。
なるほど、それも愉快な表現よ。すぐにそなたもそのインクに染まるぞ。やがては真っ黒に染まり、必ず黒きキングになる。そなたは今インクの海に溺れる哀れな存在であるな。
so the sea of ink is like another word for a sea of despair.
いや違う。島がてめえのインク壺で全て真っ黒に染まっちまったことは認めるが、白いマスはまだ残ってるぜ。
ほう、どこに？
俺の足の裏にだぜ。お前の魔法のインクが島中を覆い尽くそうと俺が踏みしめる足の裏までは覆えない。いけん、この島が真っ黒に染まろうと俺は俺だ。
I am myself.
白いマスをこうして踏みしめて立っている。
It's strange. Until a second ago, I was shivering all over. But now that she's appeared openly right before my eyes like this, my terror has actually lessened. Interesting. Ghosts are most terrifying when you can only sense them. When you can see them, and they have a face you can plant your fist into, there's nothing scary about it. However, she definitely isn't an interesting or a friendly person. She can kill me instantly by snapping her fingers while rolling around, giggling. Whether we interpret the result of her snapping her fingers as magic flying at me or underlings showing up to shoot me, it doesn't matter. Anyway, whether this is fantasy or mystery... this could be a possible, thumbnail of this, Whether this is fantasy or mystery, that queen is in a position where she can kill me by just snapping her fingers. I see. So this means she's the queen of this island, who reigns over both the white and black squares. So this means that she's the queen of this island, who reigns over both the white and black squares?
さて、
Well...
この雨の中、 そなたが風邪をひくまで待つのも面白いな。そろそろ本題に入る。そこに箱があるのがわかろう。そなたへのテストはその中に入っている。
There's a test inside the box.
待ちな。俺はもう今さら次期当主が誰かなんてくだらねえゲームには興味ねえぜ。俺のゲームはクソジジイとお前とみんなを殺した奴ら全員にそれぞれ顔面パンチをぶち込むことだ。
ほう。わらわのこのバルコニーまで空を飛び上がってくるというのか。
And Balor's like, yo, let's cut to the chase.
それはよい、それはよい。
It's like, nah, man, I don't have time for your stupid game. Let's cut to the chase right now.
ならばほら、早く来いよ。ほら、ほら、パンパン。
絶対安全な場所に嫌がるからって余裕ぶっこきやがって。
Damn you, acting so carefree just because you're in a completely safe space.
今からそこに行くぞ。首を洗って待ってやがれ。
You think you're so safe high up? I'm gonna jump over up there right now.
ダメダメ。鍵がかかっているぞ。もちろん窓もすべて鎧戸を下ろしてある。
That's so.
そなたが短期で切り込めるほどわらわの城は脆くはない。
I tried opening the door to the entrance anyway, but it really was locked. When I looked around, I noticed that the shutters were closed on the windows after all. Normally, those wouldn't be closed.
用意周到なやつだぜ。鍵はどこだ。
Goda-san and Kumasawa-san probably had master keys, but they were in the closed room of the gardening shed. I can only give up for now.
くそ。やつもバカじゃねえってか。
Well, ain't that some shit.
そんなにわらわのすぐ隣に来たいのか。
Maybe.
いいぞ。そなたがテストに見事合格できたら謁見を許そうではないか。合格ということはそなたこそが次期当主、そしてわらわの次なる主。わらわの肉体も魂もどう扱おうとそなたの自由よ。わらわは所詮は後ろ宮家の家具なのだから。
どうやらテストってやつをどうしてもやらせたいらしいな。いいぜ、受けて立ってやら。合格したら最初のご褒美はてめえに顔面パンチだぜ。
Damn, bro. Giving her the taste of the Mike Tyson punch out? Wow.
それは怖い怖い。だが暴力に支配されるのも嫌いではないぞ。わらわの頭をこうわしづかみにして普通に表情を歪めさせ、鷹がその爪で獲物を引き裂きかきむしるようにわらわを蹂躙してくれよ。
You're right there. I never knew Beatrice is not only a sadist, but a masochist at the same time. Surely, within the high tier of the sort.
ああ、若き日の金蔵をもう一度思い出させておくれ。わらわにこの1000年の生涯でただ一度支配され屈服し家具に落ちる喜びを教えてくれたあの日のことを思い出させてくれよ。
酔っ払いね。拉致が開かね
え。Ignoring this stupidly smiling witch, I picked up the box.
そうだ。それを開け。中に手紙がある。それを読むのだ。
Alright, I'm back. Probably for a tad bit, because I had a bit of an interruption like a couple minutes ago. So yeah. There, let's see, let's go back. Yeah. There now. There we're still in the middle of a conversation. And so Balor suggested wanting to get cut to the chase and wanted to like battle each other, but you know, considering that there's no access to get inside the mansion just to get up to the roof. I mean, surely Balor is agile enough to at least climb up, right? I guess not. But, I guess time to play the game, it seemed. I opened it. There was a faint smell of cigarettes. Apparently, it really had originally been a cigar case, but there were no cigarettes or cigars inside. Instead, there was a Western envelope with a one-winged eagle crest, and when I opened that too, there was a letter inside. I looked up at the witch. She was grinning down at me. It seemed she was looking forward to seeing what kind of reaction I'd have to the contents. Damn, just perfect. Its contents were something like this. Among the 3 mentioned below, in order to gain 2, sacrifice 1. 1, your life. 2, someone else's life, which is probably the lover. 3, everyone else's lives. It's the same question like given just like with the George and Jessica. If you do not choose one, all of the above will be lost.
なんだこりゃ。
Gee, good question.
随分と物騒なことが書かれてるぞ。それより2番目が空欄になってて誰の命か分かりゃしね
え。うん。その2番にはそのものの最も愛するものの名が入る。ジェシカのテストにはカノンの名が、ジョージのテストにはシャノンの名が入った。彼らについては思い人がはっきりしていたからあらかじめ名前を記入してやれもしたが、そなたの思い人をわらわは知らぬ。
That's what I wonder too. Like, does Balor ever have feelings for someone? I know he did some like pervy joke shit with Shannon like earlier, but I don't know.
だから誰の名を書けばいいやらわからず空欄とさせてもらった。
Well, you know what's the funny thing would be for the second choice? What if like Balor puts like, like sneak in like Beatrice's name or something? I mean, I feel like I could tell from the last episode he sort of had some feelings for her. I don't know. Maybe he had some feelings for a certain witch, maybe? I don't know. I mean, fuck if I know. I don't know what's I can't really read Balor's mind.
そいつはちょうどいいや。愛してるぜベアトリーチェ。お前の名前をここに突っ込んでやる。
Oh,
だから俺が選ぶ選択肢は2番だ。
what the f...
これでいいか？
おいおい、茶化すな茶化すな。なあ、頼むよバトラー。お前の思い人の名をわらわに教えてくれよ。じゃないとテストにならぬではないか。
悪いな。俺に特定の女はいねえぜ。仮にいたって誰がお前なんぞに話すもんか。
そういうことではこのテストはそなたに成立せぬ。残念残念。
So you can't put in the witch's name like Beatrice?
そなたの思い人がどのような女か好みくらいは気になったのだがな。
俺が黒髪長髪のまな板少女がいいって言ったらどうするよ。お前とは一つも一致しねえぜ。
Why would you ask something way out of the blue like you're gonna be in jail?
嘘をつけこのおっぱいソムリエが。
I mean, she's not wrong.
金髪のダイナマイトバディがいいんだろ。わらわがまさに理想の体現ではないか。
I mean, Badler did low-key sneak into Beatrice's name in the second choice. I don't see why not.
お前の3サイズを当てるのが次期投手のテストだってんなら喜んで挑戦してやるぜ。
そうそう。次期投手のテストであったな。そなたと喋るのが楽しくてついついさっきから脱線してしまうわ。それでは次期投手のテストを始める。
Ooh, it begins.
そなたに後ろ宮家次期投手としての資格があるかどうかを問う。心して答えるがよい。
The witch, who had been joking around like she was drunk until a second ago, suddenly regained her dignity. She looked as though she truly had stepped out of that majestic portrait.
我こそは後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師、黄金の魔女にして無限の魔女ベアトリーチェ。後ろ宮家の家督と我が黄金のすべてを継承する資格があるかどうか、それをわらわが問う。そなたの名を名乗るがよい。
後ろ宮バトラだ。
One faced with a dignity you wouldn't have imagined from her appearance a short while ago. I answered without any hesitation. And from that, yes, I see. I can tell why she's worthy of calling herself the true queen of this island.
よろしい。後ろ宮バトラよ。しかしそなたはその後ろ宮の名をこの6年捨てたである。
I mean, he probably has some sort of reason to it.
それはなぜか。
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe he doesn't want her involved in some whacked up rich family? Who knows?
クソ親父に愛想が尽きたからさ。
知っている。 父親の再婚がそなたの敬愛する母親の死を冒涜したように感じたからであろう。
Oh, oh my. I remember I was a question about Balor's past life, and now here we are.
なるほど。新しき母はそなたと何の血のつながりもない。そなたがその母を受け入れられぬ気持ちはわからぬでもない。しかし父親が誰と再婚しようともそなたとの血のつながりは変わらぬのではないか。
何が言いてえ。
父親の再婚に反対するという父親を独占したいがゆえのそなたの幼稚も多少の理解はしよう。しかしそれに反抗するために後宮の名を捨てるは家と血に対する冒涜ではないのか。そなたは後宮に生まれ育まれてきたのではないか。その恩を忘れ後宮の名を捨てる資格がそなたにあったというのか。
Yeah, soon things went dire as the biological mother of Balor's passed away, and now Rudolph remarried to a different woman. So
お前には関係ねえ。俺と親父の問題だ。
well, and she'll say like, "Oh no, you don't understand. I'm just trying to help you."
後宮の名はお前と父親だけのものではない。
Oh my, damn.
お前は知らぬ女に父親を奪われることを許せず反抗しただけの幼稚だ。
Stolen away by an unknown woman. She just slipped out a disc towards Kyrie.
後宮家の席を捨て去ったこの6年間はそなたが後宮家に泥を塗りし短からぬ年月。その罪深きを知るがいい。
Know the depths of that sin.
幼稚で悪かったな。
I mean, you gotta admit, I mean, Balor's still a teenager, so I guess you can say that he's still not up to that prior adult age, to the point that he's childish. I don't know. I mean, yeah, like there are times, like very few, like the past few episodes, he's just like childish. Well, he's more or less an idiot, but maybe he gotten. I mean, I'm telling you, if he's going to get better and better, I will give it time.
しかし祖父母の死を境とはいえよくぞ後宮に席を戻した。よってその罪を自ら見そぐ機会をそなたに与えよう。今こそそなたの6年前の罪をあがなう時。
6 years ago.
さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。自らの罪を。それを思い出し告白し懺悔せよ。それこそがわらわがそなたに与えるテストである。
Oh boy, do we got to see what happens in his past 6 years? This will be exciting. Oh, and it's just it's just gonna end? Normally I want to continue more of this, but sorry, but it may have to may have to be saved for later. So next part, let's see whether we get Badler's bit of backstory to where his sin be located, or that is it's going to be go to a cliffhanger and then move on to the next session. We'll see. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.